Hello, this tutorial will cover measuring angles and we're going to use the angle addition postulate. Okay, so what the angle addition postulate says is the following. You need to copy this down on this space here. I gave you a copy of my notes, so just fill in this blank. So that says that let P, Q, and R be points that define angle. Don't forget this is the symbol for angle, P, Q, R, with T a point in the interior of the angle. So this is the picture. We have the angle PQR and T is in the interior of the angle, so we can connect Q and T. Okay, now if this is true, then if this is the case, then the following is true. The measure of angle PQR, so that's this PQR, the big angle, is equal to the measure of the angle PQT plus the measure of angle TQR, so TQR. This is very straightforward. So what it's saying is that the measure of the big angle is equal to the sum of the measure of the two angles created by the fact that T is in the interior, and we can create a ray connecting the vertex with point T. So let's apply that to an example. Okay, let's see. So let's do this one here. And I have drawn a picture, and the problem says this is the picture we're going to use to answer that question. The problem says point T is in the interior of angle PQR. So there is point T again inside angle PQR, and if the measure of angle PQT is 69, PQT, so that's this is 69, so that's this one, and the measure of angle TQR is 36. What is the measure of angle PQR? So this one here is 36. Now please understand this is not drawn to scale. This is just an example. Okay, so then the measure of angle PQR is equal to the sum of this angle plus this angle. Okay, so I'm just gonna I'm just stating what the angle addition postulate says. So that equals the sum of the two angles PQT plus TQR, which is 36, and 69 plus 36, that's 105 degrees. So that's the measure of angle PQR. Okay, I hope you can understand the picture. If you understand this picture, then you just substitute for each one of the angles, and that will give you the measure of the big angle, which is PQR. Alright, so let's go on to the next example. Okay, for the sake of time, I drew myself the pictures ahead of time, so you don't have to spend too much time watching this video. I'm trying to make it 7 minutes, okay? So this problem says the following. Point T again is in the interior of angle PQR if the measure of angle PQR is 10x minus 7, and the measure of angle PQT is 6x plus 5, and the measure of angle TQR is 36. What is the measure of angle PQR? PQR. So they want us to find the measure of the big angle, and they're saying that the big angle, now understand, we're going to have to do some algebra. That's why we reviewed algebra last week. So this is 10x minus 7, that's PQR, so that's this angle, and this is 10x minus 7. And the measure of angle PQT is 6x plus 5. So PQT, that's this angle, that's 6x plus 5. And the measure of angle TQR is 36, so TQR is 36 degrees. Okay, so we know that by the angle addition postulate, this angle is equal to the sum of this angle plus this angle. So we set up an equation that shows that. So that means that PQR, which is 10x minus 7, so 10x minus 7 equals 6x plus 5 plus 36. Okay, so 10x minus 7, we're not gonna do anything on this side yet, equals I'm gonna combine 5 and 36, so that's 6x stays the same, but now 5 plus 36, that's 41. I'm going to subtract the 6x's from this side. Okay. okay, so that I have all x's on the left hand side. So 10 minus 6, that's 4x minus 7 equals 41. I'm going to add 7 to both sides of the equation because I want to get the x's by themselves. So 4x equals 41 plus 7, that's 48. And finally, I'm going to divide by 4 to solve for x. So then 48 divided by 4, we find x equals 12. Okay, now I'm going to go here, okay, because this is the angle PQR, and I'm going to substitute for x, for this x here, okay. So the measure of angle PQR is equal to 10x minus 7, and I'm going to substitute. So 10 times 12 minus 7, and 10 times 12, that's 120 minus 7, and then we find that the measure of angle PQR equals 113 degrees. Okay, so what I hope you realize that all I did is, since this is giving us angle PQR, once I find the value of x, I just go here and I substitute for x here. Okay, I hope that doesn't give you any trouble. So this is for angle bisector, and what the angle bisector says is that you have this angle here, okay, and it's being bisected by this ray. So if it's being bisected, don't forget bi means to and sect means to cut. So this angle and this angle are equal or congruent. So that's what this statement here is saying. The measure of angle 1 is congruent to the measure of angle 2. Okay? So we're going to use that fact and the angle addition postulate to answer this question. So let's read the problem first. Ray KM, so that's this ray, bisects angle LKJ. LKJ. The measure of angle LKM, so that's this angle, and this is 5x minus 7, okay, and the measure of angle MKJ is 11 plus 2x, so MKJ, that's 11 plus 2x, okay. And they want us to determine the measure of angle LKJ. So we're going to use the fact that KM bisects angle LKJ, creating two angles that are congruent. And that's what's going to help us set up the equation, okay? Since KM bisects, then we can say that this angle equals this angle, and we set up the equation to solve for x, and then we can find the measure of the angle. So that means the measure of angle LKM, I'm just going to state it, is congruent to the measure of angle MKJ. Okay, now I'm just going to substitute. So LKM, that's this angle, and that's 5x minus 7. So 5x minus 7 equals this angle, which is MKJ, that's 11 plus 2x. I'm going to solve for x, so I'm going to subtract 2x from this side, so I can have all the x's on the left hand side. Cancels. 5 minus 2, that's 3x minus 7 equals 11. And then I'm going to add 7 to both sides, because I want to get the x's by themselves. So that cancels again. 3x equals 11 plus 7, that gives us 18. And then we divide by 3 on both sides. So we find that the value of x is 18 divided by 3, which is 6. Okay? Now, they want me to find the measure of angle LKJ, so I'm not finished. So I'm going to go back and I'm going to substitute for x here and here. Okay? So that means that the measure of angle and the measure of angle LKJ is equal to, and I'm going to bring it down here because I don't have any more space. I'm going to separate this here. It's equal to 5 x plus, I'm sorry, it's minus 7 plus 11 plus 2x. And now I'm going to substitute for x. I know x is 6, okay? So 5 times 6 minus 7 plus 11 plus 2 times 6. 5 times 6, that's 30, minus 7 plus 11, 11 plus 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 30 minus 7, that's 23 plus 23. As you can see, the two angles are equal, so the measure of angle LKJ is equal to 46 degrees. And we are done. Okay, well, if you don't understand this tutorial, just pause it and rewind it. Watch it as many times as you need to so you understand this tutorial. Okay, well, see you tomorrow. Bye bye.